What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Show with Jake and Vincent. So this is the fourth fucking time we've recorded. Fifth time we've recorded this bullshit, and yeah. So we're gonna do it again because we just don't learn, and now people are out of the room, so we can actually sit here and have a conversation.
Every time someone walks in,
it's fucking horse shit. I'm like, come on.
I mean, the first time was fine, but it was a few hiccups.
Yeah, I don't like the hiccups. Nobody likes hiccups. Hiccups are bad. Can't breathe.
Good.
I ate way too much. We went and ate Popeyes, and then this little shit ate Asian food.
Oh, so fucking good.
Dude, Popeyes really was a letdown.
No, Jess Deadass was like, did you see me eat that whole piece of chicken?
Yes.
Yes,
I
She
did.
was like, I bet you can't fit the whole thing. You're out.
That piece of chicken was legitimately
huge.
The size of, I swear to God, like your head. It was huge.
I think it was like almost the size of like half an apple. It was bigger than half an apple for
Maybe.
sure.
Yeah.
Like half a full size apple. It was bigger than half as full. I can fit over half an apple in my mouth.
Damn. You know, I gotta make the joke that you're a dick sucker now, right?
I don't have a gag reflex.
That's weird. Really weird. Okay.
No, I lost my gag reflex.
Look,
Apparently, I accidentally trained my body to not have gag reflex. When I was younger, I used to have a gag reflex, but I trained my body to do this thing called mama bird. You've heard of it. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Where I can eat food, chew it up, and hold it in my throat.
That's fucking
And then
weird.
I can spit it back out. Spit it back out.
It's fucking disgusting. Oh, God.
It's been a long time since I've actually been done it.
You used to do it with whole noodles. I mean, like,
Yeah,
noodles.
I know.
Giant noodles. I was like, oh, fuck, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's just contracting the muscles in your throat to, like...
Spit it back out. It's fucking nasty. You can't do that. But yeah, we are in Vegas, and we just got back from dinner at the... What's it called? Excalibur?
Yeah, the Excalibur.
So that was fun. The rest of the family went out to Fremont Street to gamble and play games and shit. So we're just kind of chilling here. But yeah, we decided we're going to record this and see how far we can get. How you doing? You good?
Yeah.
You didn't want to go to Fremont Street. Why not? What happened?
I don't know. Just my body is killing me. My legs, my arms, especially my arm.
I'm gonna punch no and make you feel better. That bitch is dead. We're watching Suicide Squad, so if you hear music or something like that in the background, that's why. But I think her voice is covered up because they're loud and obnoxious.
But she's not really dead. She's holding a gun right now, so
She should die. I hope she dies.
Doesn't she die?
I don't know. Maybe.
I like how she shoots like mid-center body and not like actually.
Yeah.
You know that motherfucker's dead.
Yeah, and plus she's shooting through glass.
Yeah.
Kill that bitch.
It's supposed to be bulletproof glass.
No, it's not. You're full of shit.
For an attack helicopter?
No, it's not an attack helicopter.
Is it not? Is that not the one that shot down the? Oh no, it's not. Never mind. But you have to have stronger glass than that. It should be able to slow down the bullet quite a bit.
No, not really, because their idea is that they're flying fast enough that they don't have to, so they normally don't. But yeah, so, you know, the table's heavy. There we go. That's better, more comfortable. Are you going to sit back, or are you going to sit uncomfortable like that the whole time? Really? You just gonna snap? It's fucking no. That's irritating. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
No, stop
Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. Dibs on these red pillows, by the way, because those ones are.
They're all red, shit stain.
I mean, these ones.
No, I'm taking that one. There's another one.
Dickhole. Okay, fine. My stomach is like. I don't know if it's rumbling because I'm. I know it's not because I'm hungry because I just ate Popeyes.
I could eat again.
I want dessert. I want cheesecake really bad. Like that sounds.
We should just order room service anyway.
Can't. We need a debit card. Debit card. I don't like the sound on that. It's bugging the fuck out of me. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm turning up a little bit.
Whoa.
So you're picking up more sound. I turned you down earlier because there was a bunch of music playing at the pool. That's better. Oh, no, it's not. Shit.
You're picking up less sound now or something?
No, I'm picking up more. The volume on the microphone is picking up more sound. So when you yell, the sound jumps higher normally than it would. Okay. So we're talking earlier.
Suicide.
It's a great topic to talk about. So we have kind of an issue with. Okay, suicide is
great.
No, okay, be serious for 4 seconds. Just be serious for a second. I want to actually talk about this and try to help some people who might listen in the future, whatever case, or let's just get this off our chest and talk about it. Because I get depressed too. I think everybody gets depressed at some point. And depression is like a sadness, but a little bit worse.
It's actually just basically a chemical imbalance in the brain. If you really think about it.
Well,
sad is more of emotional, but when you get actually depressed and your entire demeanor and body and work changes a little bit, it's just a chemical imbalance inside your head. That's the whole being diagnosed with depression is literally your body just it's chemical imbalances and I forgot what drugs they are, but actually now that I'm talking about shit like that, I found something very interesting that I thought was fucking amazing. Apparently 10,000 to 13,000 years ago,
the whole universe was in a heart.
No. Blue eyes were made. And so everyone with blue eyes, hypothetically, everyone with blue eyes, or any eye color that isn't brown is related.
Huh. Well, yeah. Okay.
Because, if you're looking at it from the Bible
biblical
standpoint, yeah, everyone's related. But scientifically, everyone with that genetic mutation is related because it's just being able to have a eye color other than blue is just a not having the gene for A1A, which is the gene. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember which gene it was, but it's the gene for brown eyes. It's literally, that's the only reason they don't have brown eyes, because they don't have the gene to be able to produce it.
Well, okay. So then here, with that, the suicide thing is gone. If you're depressed, go get help. I guess. Suicide hotline, 1-800.
Meds work too.
Yeah,
the only thing that does not help is
alcohol.
No.
Well, that doesn't help either. Makes it worse.
Yeah, no. Mental institutions don't help.
That's an iffy subject. Let's not talk about that.
How's that an iffy subject? It made it worse for me when I was at it.
Yeah, but for the longest time, I don't believe in counselors and psych.
I don't either. It doesn't work for me.
No.
It never has.
No, because I had a friend who went to a psych, and she will not be named, but I had a friend who went to a psych, like a psychologist, counselor, and she had played with moon sand and tried to get her to talk about her feelings, but I feel I understand why they do it. It's so that the kid, you can kind of distract the kid, and that it's
opening up.
Spending a year in psychology, you kind of start to it taught me a lot about it, and so then, with child psychology like that, it's more about, that's why they'll have okay, draw a picture, and then whatever the kid draws is supposed to kind of help you interpret what they're thinking, because they're not really, they can't really talk about all that stuff like that.
Yeah, but that also, I think that's not true either, because when I was in Montana, the psychiatric ward in Montana, it didn't help. No. And I had this little book, and I had a pencil, right? And the game that I was really into at the time was Fallout 4, right? So the storyline of Fallout 4 is you go in a cryo chamber after nuclear war or whatever it's like that has been going on. You're being told that you're just going to stay down there, but instead they trick you and put you in cryopods. And then you wake up and your wife gets shot and your kid gets taken. And I wrote about that. I wrote my own little, because I couldn't play it, so I was like, I might as well play it in my head. you know. So I wrote it out. I like wrote the storyline, and then I wrote how I got the gun, what I had to kill, what almost killed me, yada yada yada. But like in an actual story standpoint. And they were like, so what you been doing lately? And I was like, I was writing this. And we were in a meeting with my mom and my dad and everything else like that. And they were like, so you think this story portrays to you? And I was like, no,
it's just a game.
Yeah, I just liked it. And they were like, no, I think that the kid represents you, and you think you're take away from... No, I
just want to play
the game. And like they take everything like that way. Not saying that that's not their job, because that is their job. Like some people, it works like that for some people, but like assuming it works like that for all people puts a mentality, or puts this thought or mentality in their head that, oh, they have to be right. They're professionals. So it's like, that means that I'm more screwed up than I thought. I was just thinking about writing. No, it's fucking... It was like... It tripped me out in my own brain.
Well, and like for adults, psychologists and, you know, those might work, yeah, because adults are better at communicating their ideas and their feelings and such and such. But, I mean, if you're just... For a child, it doesn't really work, because... Like, when I was that age, if they were to, you know, draw something, blah, blah, just whatever you feel like, draw a house, draw your family, draw a house. I would draw them all with, like, dicks. Or, you know, I wouldn't draw them, and maybe that's just from a standpoint of never really being down low enough to be interviewed by a psych, but, I mean, it's...
I've seen them my whole life, and it's just never worked out for me. Like, I've tried talking to them, yada, 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 but, like, what's therapeutic for me is talking to other people, not about myself.
Yes.
Talking to them about their problems and how I can fix. Because like all my friends, I'm like the therapist of my friends. Like all my friends are like, therapists don't work, but I will come talk to you, and I give advice and I give tips, and I think that it's better for someone to have in their life, not saying that everyone can or not everyone is able to, but have someone in their life or try to find someone in their life that can be that person for them, like to talk them down, like talk to them from a better connection than just walking in a fucking room and going, you're fucked, right? Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. No, it's like, what the...
Talk to them, explain.
Exactly, like, because like, okay, some random off the street notices you're depressed and then tries to psycho-evaluate you and gets some stuff right, and then they give you advice or whatever. Are you going to listen to them, or are you going to go home and call your friend, and then they give you advice, and it's actually good advice, and you connect with it because you connect with them? Are you going to listen to that random person or them?
Well, and the other thing that I feel like I run into the problem of is dealing with, you know, it's different things will kind of mess you up different ways. You know, like if you've had a bad breakup or something like that, or a family member die. And so a lot of people go through these spurts of the depression stage where they're just down. And it's worse than a sadness, but it's not as bad as, you know, suicide and wanting to kill yourself. But you're just down and you can't get happy. And, you know, coming from somebody who... My relationships that I've had in the past have really messed me up just because they were so... I mean, for me, of course, not for, you know, in the future as an adult, but for me right now as a high schooler, for me, a year relationship and a year and a half is a long time. I mean, those are my two longest relationships that I've had, and that's a long time to be with a high school kid. And so it just kind of... It just kind of messes with your brain a little bit when they break up with you. And the ways,
it's like while you're in the relationship, it's like I can't even imagine being with anyone else.
Yes.
It's like, honestly, like I feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because like even everyone does it. Almost everyone. I'm not gonna what is it? Not gonna statisticize. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Everyone else, but a lot, on average, a lot of people cut certain people out of their life when they're in a relationship.
Oh, yeah. Of course. I mean, people who, you know, when they don't want to be, you know, when the significant other doesn't want somebody else in their life. I mean, I've dropped a lot of my girl friends because significant other of mine didn't want them to be around, didn't want them to talk. And at that point in time, you think, oh, well, you tell somebody, oh, I'll never forget about you, I'll never drop you, blah, blah. Well, then, when it comes to your significant other telling you, I don't want you to talk to this person anymore,
you're fucked.
You're fucked, because you're not just going to say no. There's your significant other that you want to be with. And teenagers, I believe, fall into love too fast and get their hearts broken.
I feel like I've hit a point where I'm like, fuck it. Because I'm the kind of person, because I don't promise a lot. I don't promise very many people anything. Like, I tell people I promise that I'll be here for you for this time, that you're like this or something like that. But I spent all of my life with not only my family and friends and everything else like that, dropping me and like backstabbing me and stuff like that. So like I've developed trust issues with shit like that. And it just sucks. Because then I spent my middle school years and high school years just going through, like, I don't have friends, and I haven't for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't have friends because I'm dating someone. I don't have friends because I consider people I talk to. Because to put a label on someone as a friend or someone that you have a deep connection with, and then to have that person just leave or say bye, vamoose, I'm like leaving you, or worse, backstabbing you in some way, is just worse. So I've unhealthily spent a lot of my life now just living it.
Yeah.
Without like actually having friends. I don't have very many people I'm closely connected to.
Yeah, and I mean, you get to the point where you kind of like... Okay, so with my friendships, I have a lot of friends. I don't throw the best friend word around very often. I have one or two that I would call my best friends. That I would, my ride or dies, I would be there with them through anything. But I feel like today we throw that, like, that best friend, that, oh my god, you're my best friend, around too much.
Yeah, no, when I got back to North Dakota from living here in Vegas for a little while, I met some people, like, and then the second I met them, they were like, oh, you're my best friend now. I'm like, the fuck?
I've been back for literally a week.
No, I was back for a day. And they were like, mostly because they were all hitting on me. I had an entire, I'm not joking, I had an entire table of females and 3 males hitting on me. It was so, the twins? The black twins? The big ones?
Maybe.
That sounds so rude, but they're horrible people, and I don't regret saying that.
No, I guess not. The only twins I can think of are actually not going to be
lesbians.
Named. No, they're totally straight. They're dating 2 different guys, and damn, they're fine as hell. Oh my god, they're so sexy.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You didn't see them last year? Or
yes.
Yeah. Now you.
Yeah, the 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the kind of group that I got into my first day back.
They annoyed the shit out of me.
I got hit dude. I had bruises up and down my body.
Damn. Okay, real quick disclaimer. For people that we don't want to like be known that we're talking about, besides somebody who's probably listening to this and knows who it is, we're not going to say names unless it's something where it's not going to harm. So if I'm just talking about, like, my friend Caden, if I'm talking about him not in a bad way, then I'll use his name. But if we're talking about people or saying something that probably shouldn't be heard by everybody, we won't say their names just because I don't want to. Man, fucking throw their Snapchat and Instagram and everything out there. That is something we got to talk about. Fucking social media. God. Holy shit, guys.
Dude, I deleted social. I don't have any social media. I have Facebook and that's it. I
have Instagram and Snapchat still and Facebook and stuff like that, but I use it more for just everyday communications, more than I do. Like, my Instagram is pretty barren. I don't ever go on that very often, just because I don't have anybody that I talk to every day on Instagram. But I use Snapchat every day because I have streaks with people and I have different things like that. So I use Snapchat every day, but I don't use Instagram very often, and it's just a big old fucking shit fest when you can sit behind a screen and never put it down and be able to, say, oh god, say mean things about somebody.
I reinstalled Instagram a long time ago, just for like a second, right? Just to, why the fuck not? Just to see what's going on or whatever. And my girlfriend's ex posted on one of my posts about her, ew, or some shit like that, and I was like, motherfucker.
Was it who I'm thinking of?
Nehemiah. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Fuck that kid. Fuck that kid. Pissed me off.
Yeah, I had him in ROTC for a while.
He's a manipulative, abusive piece of shit.
I had him in ROTC for a little bit, and he was a shithead. I really
Nehemiah Wright. He lives in Texas.
Okay.
Fucking find him. Fucking murder him.
Burn his house.
Actually, I learned something recently. He got arrested.
The fuck?
He got arrested for trying to kill somebody. He also got arrested for armed robbery.
No, he did not.
And drugs.
Okay, drugs I understand. But
not weed.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn.
And here's the fucking kicker. He is dating my girlfriend's best friend, Brianna. She's also a bitch. She turned her back on my girlfriend the second shit hit the fan.
I don't know. And honest to God, the whole issue with them. Teenagers nowadays need to just chill the fuck out with all of the social media. Go easy, please.
That's not what I was talking. I was talking about. I was pointing.
Oh. Well, not even like sex issues, just everything in general, man. Everybody gets so worked up. Like, okay, my biggest thing is, do you remember being in middle school, elementary school, and you did like sports days, right? Where you like played sports all day or whatever like that, and you got trophies or ribbons or whatever. First place got this color, second place got this color, third place got this color, everybody else got nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking not a thing, okay? That's how it should be. Because,
but I mean, like, a lot of people argue nowadays that, but then you make those up who feel, well,
then
fucking
try harder, you fat fucks.
Jesus, Jake.
No, I'm serious. Like, okay, I'm not a very fit person. Okay, I smoke, I drink. I'm not a very fit person. Okay, and so when it comes to things like that, that's why I don't do sports. I stick to like photography and stuff that I know that I can do, because sports aren't my thing. And if that's not your thing, so well and be it. But if you're gonna give, it takes the joy. I mean, because with like sports days,
because I remember growing up with like first, second, and third place stuff. Shit like that too. I liked that because it made me feel
when
better.
You won
like
something.
But like when you didn't, it's like, all right, I gotta try a little harder.
Yeah, or you just.
I'm not gonna go. I didn't get anything. I'm a big fucking bitch about it. Well, nowadays generation, nobody can deny it. We're fucking babied, like no tomorrow.
Well, and it all ties back to the issue of, like, feelings and all shit. We have too many feelings. I mean, we really do, as a generation now, have too many feelings. And we constantly let our feelings get in the way of shit. And they shouldn't. They really shouldn't. And it just fucking irritates me how much, my son needs to be included and blah, blah. And no, he fucking doesn't.
Like, did you hear about the story about the bucket dipper shit?
The what?
The bucket dipper shit.
No.
I fucking went into my brother and sister's school to go pick them up, right? Yeah, go ahead. And I said that I was on the phone and I said, "What a bully," right? And this lady, this teacher, right, comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder, and says, "Don't say that." I was like, "What?" She said, "Don't say that. They're called bucket dippers." And I was like, "They're what?" And she said, "Calling a bully is being a bully because it's too derogative." I was like, "The fuck?"
Okay.
Well, I didn't say that because I was in a child's school, but like, really though, bucket dipper. Oh, what are you gonna go next? Fuck. Elmo.
He's a feeling herder. Oh my fucking god. Just suck it up, okay? And if you can't suck it up, go suck a bag of dicks, okay? So, for anybody, the moral of the story, for anyone listening who has kids, right? Stop babying them. Okay, and then, so, my sister, his mom, is super
Disclaimer,
anal.
you're only a year older than me.
I know. No, okay, but it's super anal and like just fucking about like sneaking out and stuff like that and smoke. Okay, it is my general opinion that a teenager needs to experience all of that, because then come time that he turns 18 or she turns 18, there's no curiosity anymore. There's no, she's not going to go out and get, or he's not going to go out, they're not going to go out and just get smashed because they've never done it before. They know what it's like. And then it becomes a learning experience. So, if my kids, when I have kids and they're ever to come home drunk, yeah, of course they're going to get in trouble because you're stupid. But is it going to be, lock them in their room for months on end? No. It's because parents need to remember it's things that they did when they were a kid that they're getting so harsh and freaked out about to the point where it just becomes unbearable. One thing I will not stand for, though, is if my kid ever slams that damn door, I will take it off the hinges and I will bust it in half. I swear to God. I will fucking salsa that bitch in half. Slam your fucking door at me. I dare you. No, I'm not gonna fuck with that. But it's just parents are too protective and too, like, let your kid experience it. Let them sneak out. Let them, and I get, talking to my parents about it, they're, well, as long as you're under the age of 18 and all your decisions are, on me. Okay, but we're not going to get in serious trouble. And if we do get in serious trouble, reprimand us accordingly. Don't freak the fuck out about the little things. Just let them be kids, let them experience what they need to experience, and it'll make them better people. Yeah. Well, and I don't know. And then back to the whole, like, participation thing. It takes the fun out of winning.
Yeah, I stopped playing soccer because I was so fucking annoyed with all the bullshit that was going around. I did like playing soccer in middle school because they were hard on us. And it was like, you're not, like, I like the teachers. That's why I liked my biology teacher for freshman year. Because she was...
Kimball was awesome.
Because she was
Kimball.
Straight up. Like, if you messed up, you fucking messed up.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna go, can I talk to you outside? No, she's gonna tell you in front of the fucking class. Nobody cares.
I had the same teacher as he did freshman year and sophomore year, because he did biology first and I did it second.
Now, I get having anxiety and, like, not wanting to talk about it in front of everyone, or having certain disabilities or something like that. But, like, at the same time, you have anxiety. Okay, pop a pill in the morning. Okay, I don't really mean that. But at the same time, I have...
just pop a pill in the morning, it'll be fine.
Yeah, no, but, like, I have apparently more diseases or whatever. What are they called?
Well, do you qualify anxiety as a disease?
What do you qualify depression as?
Being fucking stupid.
No, the diagnosis.
I don't know. Okay,
Because is it a disability? That's my question. That's what I've always. That's like, is it a disease?
Oh no, we can't say that because now people are gonna start.
But anyway, okay, we're not gonna. But, like, people with that kind of stuff, like, I have more than I thought, because I've been told that I have ADHD, ADD, and depression, and more. Fucking more? I didn't know this shit.
Just a whole shit show.
Apparently. But I can deal with it because I learned how to cope with it on, like, a personal level. Like, I can think about it, or I can just control it in a way, but not exactly control. I still feel these things, but I'm not going to go, oh, no, I can't do this, I'm too depressed. No, fuck, I'm going to fucking do it because it's life. Suck it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be babied because of a certain thing. Now, people with real, like, bad disability, yeah, they fucking need help because they can't actually comprehend certain things. Not saying they're stupid or retarded or anything else like that, just that they need help.
Yeah, which understand.
But, like, people with anxiety, okay, you have an anxiety, you have stage fright. Fucking you, so you want to sit there all your life, never going on a stage, never being out there, never doing anything?
Well, okay, and that's with that. That's the other thing I was going to talk about. I have to sneeze. Hold on.
That's you.
Maybe not. Oh, come on, come back. I knew you were there. So I took my nose. No, but okay, on the same note with that, whenever going on a stage, it is my firm belief that you only live once. So all these people you hear that are, I could ask this guy out, but I'm too scared he'll reject me. Fucking do it. Live with the reject. If you get rejected, all right, his loss. Or her loss. I mean, don't sit there every day.
And I mean, here's something else to think about.
Don't you dare go away from me! No! Oh, come on, you were right there. I think it's because I announced it. I think my sneeze just got stage fright. It's gonna come. It's gonna come at the most random time now. So
rejection lasts what? 5 seconds, or embarrassment lasts 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Literally, unless because some people are like, oh no, I'm so embarrassed about something or something like that. No, it lasts 5 seconds unless you drag it on.
Oh, yeah.
If you're still embarrassed, that's your fault.
Fuck. If you go and ask, a girl or a guy or vice versa, whatever. If you go and ask them out and they say no, all right, fine. You can
I'm not even gonna lie though. I've never been rejected in my entire life.
Yeah, that's because you suck. Okay, rejection hurts. I get it.
I've never been. I don't know why, but I've never been rejected.
Yeah, well,
I've never been straight shot down. I've never ever been straight shot
Really?
down. No, ever.
I have, and it's okay. I get that it hurts, and everybody goes through it. You just kind of buck up and live with it. But it becomes if somebody rejects you, just laugh it off with them in public, and then when you get in private, you can bawl your fucking eyes out if you want to. But don't mope and pout around and so sad and just be depressed and bullshit because you got rejected by something.
No, I will say that people with depression, they don't really have a choice on how long it lasts. It kind of just keeps prolonging itself, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it does. Deal with it. Like some fuck me in the ass. Some days I am down in I'm down in hell. Like my insides are fucked, but that doesn't stop me from doing anything. I don't not let myself be happy or enjoy something because I'm fucking depressed.
And it just kind of turns into like a, I don't know. It just kind of turns into like a, so life's going to happen. Life's going to go on. There's nothing you can do. Hiding out in your room isn't going to stop it. It's just going to, and then if it is a matter of, an issue with being depressed after being rejected, I don't know. I guess it's kind of just play it by ear. Go with it, go with the flow, and just kind of feel it. Don't let it control you. Control it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, if it really is that bad, don't let people see that it got to you because it just makes you look weak. It just makes you look, like you're not strong enough to handle it. Which
I don't agree with that.
Like showing fear. Like, okay, showing fear is not a sign of weakness for me. It's a sign of strength. Because if I can show...
But showing how you feel is a sign of weakness?
Yes.
See, I think that's where the loophole comes in with a lot of guys. Because you know how a lot of women are like, guys are just heartless. I think that's why. Because, like, a lot of men are like, I can't show my emotion or it makes me weak. I personally think because in my relationships and the people that I talk to, I'm not afraid to. And that's what really builds a deeper connection because I do notice that, especially with you, like hanging out with you, all the time I see like something's bothering you or something's really getting to you and you just don't say anything about it. And, And the only thing about that is it builds up. Like I'm not saying like if you're depressed, don't talk to anyone, but like don't let that just completely ruin your entire personality or something like that. But at the same time, like let that come out because it just builds up and then it just sucks because it makes you a harsher person in a way sometimes, and it was just because it's a volcano. You build it, and it erupts at some point, and then you have a complete lash out.
Oh yeah, I'm a firm believer in the fact that I am definitely one of those people who for me, all these girls are, my boyfriend, he just sat with me and he just cried with me, and then we cried together. I'm like, what the fuck? You might as well just chop your testicles off right there and give them to her because I saw a quote one time. It's a picture of of a female lion standing, or like, on her paws sitting, and the male lion sitting right behind her, and it says she isn't afraid of what's in front of her because of what stands behind her. And so for me, it is my honest opinion that the guy is supposed to be there for the girl. The girls are, not saying that they're all emotional, but girls tend to be more prone to the emotional, crying and stuff like that. So if you have a guy that will constantly just break down in tears, how strong can you really be for your girlfriend or your significant other if you're just sitting there bawling your fucking eyes out all the time with her? You know what I mean? So, it's hard to be there. It's a horrible analogy, but it's hard to save somebody in a car crash if you're in a car crash too. You know what I mean? So, yes, I do. Like you said, I bottle stuff up. I do. When I'm depressed or I'm upset or something like that, I'll just
look at it this way. You can't. In an event of an airplane crash, you're told to put on your mask first. Now let's use that analogy, okay? You're still in the plane crash, but you're panicking, but you show whatever, you still put your mask on, and then you help the other person. So I feel like even though you don't have to be completely like broken every second, that's not what I'm saying, because that's not true either. Like, if you're feeling that way, there's something wrong. Like, if every time, every moment, every second you're like wanting to break down or something like that, then yeah, there's something wrong. You should probably go.
You should probably get that checked out.
Yeah, a little bit. But at the same time, like, if you just never show how you really feel towards another person, you can't really have a relationship, because then being able to show, I guess it can be considered a weakness, but even being able to show your weaknesses, like with animals, a lot of predatory animals, if you can show that I've heard, and a lot of people that go out there and do that kind of shit, if you show like, okay, I'm here and I respect you, and that's like showing weakness, then they respect you back, and like you're able to touch them or pet them or something like that.
Because
that's a lot of what the tiger petting zoos or something like that, they tell you, show that you're not afraid of him, but you're respecting him.
No, fuck that. I'm walking in the woods and I see a damn bear.
Well, no,
it doesn't matter if I walk up to it, head in my hands, bawling my fucking eyes out. Oh, I have weaknesses too, but I respect your person. No, that. For me, what you do when you're attacked by a bear is you make yourself bigger, more prominent, because they're territorial animals. So if you are a bigger threat in a territory, they're going to respect that and leave you alone. They're very primitive, they're very understanding. That's what makes us different. And so that is the belief that I keep.
But being able to show weakness is the strongest power that you can hold. Like, that's really what builds a connection with another person. You can't really feel with someone on that kind of level without being able to show them how you are doing and how you're feeling and everything else like that.
But at the same time, back to how you said, how I bottle
honestly,
stuff up.
Everyone that I've met, every girl and everything else like that, and I talk to them and I connect with them on an emotional level, and I'm not gonna fucking lie, sometimes talking about my life, I cry. And I'll cry on the fucking phone. And they care, and that builds something. And then they're like, you're not like any other guy. I'm like, yeah, whatever. See,
I've only cried, like, visible tears cried once. As old enough to know what crying is, not as a child or as, an infant or whatever. Because for me, like you said, I bottle stuff up. And the way I like to describe it is I have a box, and I have a lot of demons in that box, and that is where all of my feelings, all of my everything goes into that box, and that's where it stays. And so the way that I see it is, it's hard to help somebody else with their demons when yours are still out roaming about. So I feel like if I just bury mine down and can help people with theirs, then it doesn't show as much, and I'm more focused on somebody else's problems than my own, because people have worse problems than I do. But at the same time, you get to the point where, like, and this is horrible. This is horrible analogy, but this is what I'm going to say. My heart's been over the past 4 or 5 years has been just smashed to fucking pieces. It's just in little tiny pieces, and it's gotten to the point now where being single, being alone for so long now, I've realized that instead of trying to rebuild myself with somebody else, with another significant other, and because there's parts missing, there's pieces missing that have been gone, have been taken by other significant others that I've dated in the past. And so with those pieces missing, you kind of, instead of me trying to rebuild it with somebody else and put them together with somebody else and fill the gaps with somebody else's, I've just thought, okay, well, if I'm already missing pieces, why not? It's like having a jigsaw puzzle. If you're already missing pieces and somebody else has the same puzzle, why not give them the pieces they're missing so they can fill theirs up? And so for me, that's what I do. I give up pieces of myself so that I can help other people and make other people feel better. And so when a girl comes that I really have a crush on and she wants to talk about guy trouble she's having, then as much as I hate it and as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna give her the help that she needs, whether it hurts me or not, and I'll just deal with the hurt later.
Yeah, well, I do the same thing. Like, I help people that I wouldn't want to be with. I did it with my girlfriend for 3 years, but I still connected with her on an emotional level. But see, that's the thing with me. Like, I help a lot of people that I don't even know. People have given other people phone numbers. People that aren't even in the same country as me have my phone number, because what I do, they say works better than what other people have given them and that other people have talked to them, because I let my demons are very prominent. Like, I have them out there, but I can also live with them.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've been able to just be myself and live, and they're there, but it helps me help other people. Mm-hmm. Because then I can look at my problems and twist it in a way that I can help give advice for theirs. Like, I don't go say, oh, my friend got shot or something. This is just something that I helped out with a long time ago. I never had my friend get shot, but I had a very hard friendship life, right?
Yeah.
So I just talked to her about friends, and I talked to her about, it's not all bad, and it sucks and it hurts, and yada yada yada. But I didn't talk about me.
No.
I just helped her realize that that's not the end. Like, it's something to mourn over. It's something that is going to affect her probably for the rest of her life, but it's not something that she has to let define her.
Yeah.
Nothing we do defines us, but the way we live affects us. Mm-hmm. So that's my philosophy on it. I guess use my demons and my pain and everything else to be able to connect with people.
Yeah.
Like, actually connect with people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, to say, if I were to go and do what you suggest or what you say, like, just give other people, it doesn't help me, and it doesn't really help them sometimes, because then it's just like, okay, now you have this, I'm more screwed up, so what happens if you run out of pieces? What then?
I haven't come to that part yet, so I don't know. And I can... You can tell when you do something like I do, when you give up pieces of yourself to make other people feel better, you can tell that every time you do it, you just get more and more empty feeling every time. And you just kind of get to the point where, is my sadness and my ultimate, emotion building up?
Because, like, at some point, and I don't know if you're at that point, because I used to do that too. I used to just bottle everything up and let it explode, but also I give up pieces of myself, and it just empties, and at some point, helping people doesn't even make you feel good anymore. It's just something you do.
Yeah. It's
not even something that really affects you in any good way or bad. It's just whatever. And I don't agree with that anymore, and I don't like that, because it's like, then what? Are you just kind of there? Or what? Because you're not helping them on an emotional level at that point. You're just giving yourself to them.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess, like I said, for a final point with this, because I got something else I want to talk about for a second, but for a final point with this, yeah, you kind of, like I said, I haven't got to that point yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like when you don't have anything left to give. I feel like I never will run out of things to give, because I can always help people, and I always want to help people, but you just kind of get to a point where you aren't sure what you can do to help anybody anymore, and so you kind of have to just dial yourself back a little bit until you get enough pieces to keep helping people and start helping people again.
But what about if you can find a way to just help yourself and help them at the same time?
Yeah, but you can't, because you can't. Abby said, what's up? Do you remember Abby?
I do.
You really do remember her? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Abby, you're in the podcast now, because we said your name. We were going to leave names out, but we decided not to, so you're in the podcast. I'll send you a link when I put it up on YouTube, but yeah, have fun. No, that was one of my exes. She was... This is something that I'm going to
If she's going to listen to it, yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be talked about, and she knows everything I'm about to say. I think she already knows, but what happened between me and her, I'm not going to go into detail with it because I don't want to, but what happened between me and her was really shitty. What I did to her was really shitty, and it's not the person that I am. I don't know what hit me and what made me do it, but she was my first for a lot of things, and I mean, to this day, I still love her. I still care about her, and she is where most of my energy goes. Like I said, she knows all this, so there's nothing new. I've told her this, and it just kind of... It just... Seeing her hurts me. And seeing her as, broken and torn down, I just want to rush in and fix it. And there's certain things that I'll do when I see her and when I'm with her and stuff like that, or when we're with our friends, that I have to remind myself, you're not with her anymore, stop doing that. And I don't know if that's a problem that you have. If you and Kate were to break up, would you have that problem? But you just, I don't know, you kind of run into that problem, that issue that you have, that you can't really help it. Like when she's... I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to be there to protect her and help her, and sometimes I forget that that's not my job anymore, and other guy's going to take over that job pretty soon. But, I mean, it just kind of... I don't know. It's just something I can't drop and forget about because it happened for so long. I mean, I dated her for a year, and it was a long time. We got really close. She was like I said, she was my first for a lot of things. But, I don't know. It's just something I live with, I guess, every day.
I guess, if I'm free to make a suggestion, try opening up to someone, and I mean like really opening up. It doesn't even have... You can literally just call some random ass person that you don't fucking know, and you'll never meet in your life, and just open up. Because it really does help.
Yeah.
And I get like not being one of... Well, I mean, if you're never gonna meet them, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just... I always feel a burden when I'm talking to people about their life. When I'm talking to people about my life and and my problems and things, I just feel like, they don't want to hear this. They don't care. And I have to remember that they do. They want to help, just like I want to help. But I just kind of live with it, deal with it. Yeah. I don't know. Any last remarks before we change the topic?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, real quick, before we switch topics here for the last little bit, shout out to the editing software Audacity, because that is what I use to record these videos and these podcasts and these listening shows. Yep, that's right, listening shows. And they're super cool. They're super easy. It's free. Go to audacityteam.org, and you'll follow the instructions to download. It'll run on Windows or Mac. You install it, use it, and you can find lots of tutorials on YouTube and such for doing different things. It's really easy to edit and add in music, and maybe one day when I get a nice, decent webcam, I'll and some screen recording software. I'll go through and I'll show people what I know and what I can be helpful with it. But it's just kind of nice. And so yeah, I go download that and use it if you guys are interested in starting this. This is, like I said, this is my first one, and I want to get this thing going up and running. So if you guys give me all the support you can, that would be great. Share, like, tell all your friends. We'll do a bunch of different ones. We'll have a bunch of different guests too, a bunch of my friends and such for different issues, different things, debates, news, stuff like that. Just let me know. And
debate.
Yeah, I think that's what me and you're gonna do. Is like more
I
debate
can
issues.
Debate.
I think that's what I want to do with you. Is more like debate issues, and we'll probably do another one after this too, just to have it. Have a couple of them saved, and I'll put a couple out in a row so that I can have them ready. Like I said, I got to figure out some of the editing software stuff and figuring out how to put music in, intro, stuff like that. That's all coming soon. But yeah, so the next thing I want to talk about. Okay, this is going to be kind of a fun one and we got to cut this short because I don't want this to be super fucking long. It's already 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
Yeah. Fuck. God. Creationalism.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay. Disclaimer. We're about to go very biblical and very, question between evolution and fucking whatchamacallit, evolution and biblical creationalism, stuff like that.
And you believe like hardcore and no scientific shit, like when I was talking about Ardipithecus afarensis, you don't believe in that. You
Nope.
believe that we just fucking came out like this.
Yep. I believe that we were created just like we are. Nothing changed. Nothing different. We are, and we have been that way. Do I believe that some of us have adapted different circumstances? Yes. People who get more
I
sun.
strongly disagree with that, okay?
Yeah, because
no. Listen, I strongly disagree with that because there's so much physical evidence and scientific evidence and even some biblical evidence that we have been roaming this earth a long time, and that you can't just go out and find 40-million-year-old skull human. Just like us and everything else like that. Now there is, however, evidence of evolution.
No, but there's not.
Yes, there is.
No.
The cavemen. Did you know the biochemics of a caveman is different from ours?
No, they're the same. They're just
They're not
primitive.
exactly the same.
Early
They have
human-
stronger bone structures.
That's adaptation. That's not evolution. Charles Darwin. He did an experiment in the Galapagos where he...
Yeah, but adaptation...
No. He did a experiment in the Galapagos with 2 different species I know of for sure, with the giant shell tortoises and different types of birds, okay? And what he recognized was that different types of birds of the same species on different islands, different food sources, would, over hundreds of thousands of years, had adapted to their circumstance. So birds who could only find seeds had gotten stronger bills, shorter bills, things that are easier and better for cracking seeds open. Birds who are getting insects out of trees and stuff have longer ones so that they can stick them into the trees and pull birds and insects, or pull insects out and eat insects. Different fruit birds have different bills. They all have different makeups, but he noticed that they were all in the same species. And so, do I partially believe, and this is where you draw the gray line, do I partially believe in adaptation to the point of a different somewhat species? Yes. Do I believe in starting out like this and then relatively changing for no reason over time? No. I believe that everything that has changed about animals and mammals and all kinds of those creatures that roam the earth, I believe that if they have changed, they've changed for a reason. Because you can look at alligators that haven't changed
But
at all.
evolution doesn't just happen for no reason. It's also created on circumstance.
Yes, but so is adaptation. So where do you draw the line? What's the difference between adaptation and evolution? And if evolution is true, if, say, a dog and a cat were at once the same creature and they evolved into 2 different branches, because you think of evolution as a branch, it all started at one spot and branched out to different places, how come I can't follow the tree backwards?
You can. If there's certain...
Say a dog and a cat were once the same thing, why can't I find a dat? Why did evolution all of a sudden just stop? Why aren't we changing at all anymore? If this isn't how we were made to be, we're getting smarter. Yes, that's an issue
because
with
we don't have any extreme stresses anymore.
You don't think we have extreme stresses with animals that try to kill us? Okay.
Yes, but you are not subjected to those extreme animals that are trying to kill us. Over 75% of humans aren't subjected to those extreme circumstances.
Yes.
So, let's say that let's say an entire family, they would change if they specifically lived in those extreme set of circumstances. I guarantee that their biochemics would change.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm a firm believer in...
Because, like you said, it's what you eat and all this stuff, so their bodies would have to get used to strict diets of what's around them.
You know what? We're going to actually I'm going to try to at least. We'll see if it works or not. We're going to try to get another guest star over the phone and see if it'll work. We'll see if I can get a hold of her. And she did a report on this, and we'll see if it'll work. I'm hoping it will. Okay. Let's see if it'll work. We're going to... Hello? Hi. Hey.
1 second.
Okay, you're on the podcast, but I need your help.
What?
I said you're on the podcast, but I need your help.
One more time.
You're on the podcast that we're doing, and I need your help.
What do you want?
Okay, so we're talking about creationism versus evolution.
I don't want to talk about this.
We need your help because you did the project
what I'm
for
saying,
biology
I'm not
about this.
necessarily,
It was for
disagreeing
debate.
with creationism.
I know that's what I meant, not science. Sorry, debate. What
I
is
don't want
your
to do that.
no? Come on. What is your view on it?
No.
Please.
People can think whatever the fuck they want to think.
What do you-
Because
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're boring.
I know.
You're no help at all.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
I can send you the docs of all my debate stuff.
if you want to, and I can read them off. Yeah.
No, I don't want you to read them off.
Can I use examples from them?
No.
You suck. Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna get you on this one day. You're gonna be a guest star on this.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Can I go to bed now?
What time is it there?
Same time? Oh, 11:08. I forgot you were in. Never mind.
Yeah, it's 9:08 here. All right. Well, good night, I guess. Boring. God, you suck. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're gonna get her on here one time, and we're gonna talk about it because she's actually got some good ideas.
Now, let me twist your turnip. Real
Okay,
quick, okay?
weird phrase, but okay.
Okay, right? We were the furthest evidence that we can find 60 million years ago. We started roaming this earth, right? Now, difference between adaptation and evolution. Evolution, there's no gray line. Evolution happens over a long period of time, whereas adaptation happens during a short period of time. Now, we've only had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Seven eras of us. You know, like from Homo sapiens sapien to Ardipithecus 66 million years, only 7. That's evolution.
That is not evolution.
Close to 10 million each time, that is evolution. To change that much, because they distinguish the sections by the structure of the body, the height, and the circumstances of which they lived in.
Okay, well, do you call a changing of brain function evolution?
Who said it was brain function? It was body structure, the way because Ardipithecus had hair all over the body and was 5'2" max height.
Yeah, but I don't believe that that's...
And they had the reason that people think that we evolved from apes is because they had the mobility to be able to climb trees and other stuff like that. Not saying that we were exactly like apes, but we had the structure to be able to do and hang around and swing around and stuff like that.
See, okay.
You can't argue with hard fact, cold evidence that we did come from Ardipithecus. If you look it up, that is the furthest known human that we can find.
Well, okay. So if we were to climb trees, which I'm assuming would be either 1, to gather food, or 2, as a defense.
Probably both.
Okay.
Monkeys and apes use them as both.
What caused us to change into what we are now?
Simple. The eras. The eras changed. Every, few million years, 10 million years, a new era upon us. Other things evolved as well. Other things changed according to the surroundings. The world was changing. The planet was, or the surrounding was changing. Tectonic plates were moving. So different animals were being subjected to different things. So it was just evolution to get used to the environment. That's not adaptation. If it was adaptation, it'd be over a short period of time.
Yeah, I don't know. I still believe that it's...
Now, I'm not saying that evolutionism is, 100%. I think that you can't have evolution without adaptation.
Yeah,
I'm not saying, it's only evolutionism now. I completely rule out creationism. But I also don't believe in creationism. I don't believe that. I believe in nothing, actually. I just believe that we're here.
We're just here.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, fair enough.
But you can't argue that evolution is a fact. You can't deny that evolution isn't something that exists.
Yeah. I don't know. It's an iffy topic, but...
I feel very accomplished right now.
I do too.
No, because last time I talked to you about this, you firmly were like, no.
No, I still am no. No way in fucking hell. You're never going to change that. I never, ever will believe in evolution. And as far as it goes, I don't believe that it's real. I really don't. I don't believe that lightning struck a stagnant pool of water and out came this single cell organism.
I never said that.
I know, but
that's evolutionism. Now, evolving is a prominent thing. You can't deny.
Now we're fucking Pokemon?
That evolution.
Human evolved to level 3.
You can't fucking deny that evolution exists.
I can, though, because like I said, I still believe strongly in adaptation. Changing of a body form to help the host in its tasks.
So you're saying your whole belief is that you just believe it no matter how much scientific proof is behind it.
Yes.
So if let's say you were drug into some or whatever, you were hypnotized or something like that, and your strong belief, and someone told you that your mother was a monkey and you believed it.
That's different.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. It's really not. Because there's scientific proof behind your mom is not a monkey.
Yeah.
But because you strongly believe your mom is a monkey, your mom's a monkey.
Yeah, but that's...
How's it different? Explain how it's different.
No, I could go into a kindergarten class, kids who have never learned numbers or anything like that, and teach a kid that 2 + 2 = 5. And if they grow up, or that a square...
Exactly. So if you grow up believing your mom's a monkey, what is your mom?
People can't change your beliefs. Your beliefs are your beliefs. They can't change that. If you grew up believing that a square is actually a circle, no matter how much science I throw at your face, no matter how much I say, hey, look, science says this is a circle and this is a square.
That's not true, because that's just being stubborn. That's refusing to see another angle.
Exactly. I grew
up a Christian. I grew up a hard Christian. I believed in that. But now I'm like, I've been thrown around, and I've seen other things. I've seen the truth around certain things. Not saying that God isn't real or anything else like that, but I've seen a lot, and I believe in a lot of other stuff. I believe in Science. Because here's the thing. Right now, okay? Here, listen. If you were to take every single Bible in the world and burn it, 100 years later, it would come back different.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. You're right.
You take every single scientific fact and book and burn it, 100 years later, it would come the exact same. Because the exact same tests would be done and the exact same results would happen.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong. I agree with that. You're not wrong. It would be different because a biblical faith, I guess, is
biblical faith is solely on knowledge. Is what we can read and what we can, I guess, feel in a way when you go to church or something like that. The extra bit of
okay.
rush.
So real quick, faith. When you Google it in Webster, okay, you get two definitions. The first one, a noun. Faith, complete trust or confidence in someone or something, even if there's no physical evidence. And the second one is more religious-based, strong belief in God and the doctrines of religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. So, religion is all about faith. Science is all about fact.
Yes, but that just proved my point at the same time, because it said even though there is scientific fact behind this.
Oh yeah, of course there is.
So there is, but faith is even if there isn't.
Yeah, but here, I got something to bust your little bubble wide the fuck open. Copernicus, okay? What he proved that not Copernicus. Don't quote me on this. It's been a long time. He claimed that the Earth
elements. It was made of like 4 elements.
No, that wasn't Copernicus.
Was that?
Copernicus was the one who claimed that the Earth was not the center of the universe, or was not the center of the solar system. The sun was. Like I said, don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, but
he was right.
He was. Yes, he was right. But up until that point, there was science. There was proof to back up the fact that the Earth is the middle of the solar system. And is it? No. So
okay. Now let me burst your bubble.
All right,
here's Bucko.
I can't. We gotta end this pretty quick because it's getting long.
Even so, later on we found out that that's not true because of other scientific facts. Because we found out and we researched and we did all this. Now, again, you destroy all those books. Maybe the same theory will come up. Earth is the center. Someone says no, it's not. Okay, no. We have facts. Earth is the center. Moon around us, sun around us. Boom. Fucking fact. No.
That's that when he walked into the church and he told them, the Earth. That's how he dropped it. He said, "Oh yeah, you got fact? No. Boom. There you go." He's just in that fucking weird voice that they all have. That's the voice that he had.
But no, because then later on it'll prevail. Sun's the center.
Yeah, see, okay. But you have to think. I don't know. It's a hard topic to talk about. You know what sounds really good right now? Total ADHD moment. Blueberry cheesecake. Fuck. Oh my
Marble
God.
cheesecake sounds better to me.
What?
Marble cheesecake?
The fuck is that?
Oh, you poor, unforgiving child.
No, oh God, cheesecake sounds so good right now. It's actually really cold in here. Holy shit.
It's not. It's kind of warm.
No, I'm freezing to death. Well, you're wearing jeans. Fuck you. Don't you fucking dare take your pants off. Jesus. Just stick your dick up against the window. Okay, we have to make sure that next time we do something like this, we have to make sure we add in some, jokes and laughing, because that was a lot of serious talk, and I feel like we just turned these shit ton of people away.
Yeah.
No,
but I mean, not necessarily, because a lot of people listen to, a lot of them for,
the serious thing. Shit. But I know that when I listen to certain podcasts, and as soon as it goes from, joking, laughing, haha, to seriousness, I'm like, nope, skip. Until I get back to, joking and laughing. But, no. Oh, fuck. This girl, do we want to talk about that girl with the black shorts? She was probably like 45 years old, and she had, I mean, ass hanging out in the bottom of her fucking shorts. Like, you could see the bottom of her ass cheeks. It was fucking ridiculous.
How about the fucking 2 old people on the plane? I sit there with the fucking 2 wedding dresses over my shoulder, and I'm like sitting there waiting, and this old guy is like halfway out the aisle, shaking, like having a goddamn seizure in the middle of the fucking aisle. And then the other old little bitch, okay, sorry, the old lady, okay, she looks at me and she says, "Can we go first?" But like in the rudest tone. And I'm like, yeah. And she fucking rolls her eyes at me. What a little cocksucking cunt. Okay, listen, she can take her goddamn 2 middle fingers on both hands.
I was gonna say 2 middle fingers.
Both her middle
She's got
fingers.
some problems, man.
Yeah. Put them together, shove it up her ass, go through her fucking colon, come out her nose, and fuck herself with them. Just all the way. Fucking tear off her arm and everything, all the way up and out. Okay?
Oh, no. No. We gotta talk about, let's talk about that fucking dickhead who on the bus. The shuttle driver.
Oh my god.
Okay, this motherfucker. So, we got
I was so, cause like he didn't say a damn thing to me either. I just got on and I was like, what?
No, not a damn thing. He was just grabbing bag. Okay, the context. So we flew into Vegas from Bismarck, North Dakota to McCarran International Airport in Vegas, okay? And we had a rental car. And so the rental car place was a little bit of a drive from the actual airport itself. And so they have a shuttle available, so we took the shuttle. And getting onto the shuttle, the bus driver comes back and you give him his bag and he puts it on a rack, and so it's out of the way. But this guy, he was old. I mean, he was like dirt old. And he didn't fucking, oh god, he didn't try to like say anything. He just fucking was being a dick and grabbing luggage. And so Vincent over here goes to walk up, didn't hear anything this guy said. And the guy started trying to grab his bag. And so Vincent's holding on to the little like handle that pops up. And this guy's holding on to like the handle that's strapped to the bag. And the guy's pulling on it, and Vincent has a hold of my laptop case with all my stuff in it and my bag. And I said, dude, don't drop my laptop case. And so I was like, the guy's trying to take the suitcase from you. And so Vincent lets go of the handle of the suitcase, and the thing kind of drops back at the guy. And he grabs it and rolls his fucking eyes at Vincent. Well, right then and there, I was pissed. And Vincent's mom, right behind him.
I was like, I'm sorry. Because no, I got on. And I was like, he just, like, kind of just looked at, like, I kind of sat in front of him for a second. Like, I went, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to go up then. And then he like, grabs the bag. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he grabs the black one. I think I thought he was helping me. Because it was kind of hard to lift up. So I thought he was, like, helping me lift up the black one. And I was like, okay, I'll lift this one up, too. And then he grabs the bottom one and starts yanking. I'm like, what in the fuck is this kid doing? And so my hand was kind of stuck between the black one and the actual suitcase, and he just kept tugging. I was like, oh, let go. I was like, sorry. I didn't even know he rolled his eyes at me. I just fucking got back on the bus.
Yeah, he rolled his fucking eyes at you being a cock munch. Yeah, and it's just, I don't know, people need to be nicer, because it just kind of turns into a big shit show when you're not. Be nice, guys. Be really nice. But, no, Vegas has been an experience so far. We're gonna, I think we're gonna leave this one here, because it's already been quite a while, so thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.